Just seen a motorcycle rider has fallen down. He's not wearing a helmet. What happened? Oh my gosh, no shoes either. I wonder if he has a license. So it's actually a lady, and unfortunately she said she doesn't have a license. Maybe that's why she crashed. Maybe she really doesn't know how to ride. Good thing that it's only her, no one else was involved. The team were trying to apprehend some e-tricycle drivers. They suddenly ran away and they had to be chased down this little alley. The drivers confirmed they're operating as public transport in this area. Unfortunately, no license, registration, franchise, anything like that. So that's why the MMDA called in the tow truck and they'll be impounding the vehicles. They just flagged down this rider wearing a bicycle helmet, no side mirrors, no shoes. And you'll see there's no plate on the back. Why? Because it's hidden inside. There's a lot of money for modifications, but no money for a crash helmet, a proper crash helmet. They said the registration is expired, and I think the motorcycle is now going to be impounded because the towing crew are already here. You'll see a sign there, no parking in the bike lane, and directly next to it, a car parked in the bike lane. And behind that car, there's actually two more, which are also being ticketed for illegal parking. The driver for this one already came out and handed over his license, so also it's just a ticket for him. So another driver came in, surrendered his license, and said he'll be the one to drive the vehicle. And yes, the team do have support and protection from the PMP today, which is always nice to see. This rider was also flagged down for slippers, and he told enforcers he doesn't have a license. That's the thing with slippers, it seems like a very minor violation, but it often leads to the apprehension of riders with no license. This tow truck is already starting to look pretty full. They just flagged down this motorcycle rider. Unfortunately, the lady on the back is wearing a bicycle helmet or skateboarding helmet, considered as substandard or unauthorized on a motorcycle. That's a 3,000 peso penalty. The driver already handed over his license, so they just issue a ticket, send him on his way. The initial violation for this one is tricycle ban. His passengers said they're paying 40 pesos per head. I just saw the enforcers impound the motorcycle of this barangay police. What happened? I just spoke to the apprehending enforcer. When they asked the driver if he has a license, he said he doesn't have one. So that's why they impounded the bike. Team came across a lot of multi-cabs. They appear to have made a terminal in the middle of the road, or maybe they were just resting. It's not entirely clear, but either way they are being issued tickets now. When they asked the driver of this one for his license, he couldn't show anything. Then eventually he showed a ticket from the LGU saying his license was confiscated over a year ago. Of course, that ticket is only valid as a temporary operator's permit for either 5 days or 7 days, not for 1 year. Who knows, maybe his driver's license could have expired already. Anyway, it's going up on the tow truck now. And the team are now writing out tickets to these vehicles parked here. There were actually a lot of vendors here. They just roll away, and of course once the team leave, they roll back again. Is this one of the Evo Colorums? And in fact, this van here was actually apprehended and is being impounded as colorum. That's 3 months of impounding. And this little RE tricycle was also ticketed for illegal parking. The driver did have a license. So far, the driver of this one is refusing to surrender his license. Of course, if he can't show a license, he'll be impounded. You may have heard the enforcer there explaining because the driver was trying to get some special consideration because of his position. And they said they want to be fair to everybody. This lady just came over, TPMO, so from the local. She said they're allowing people to park here. Why would they allow people to park in the middle of the road?
July 1 hanggang July 15.
So someone came out with this white car. He opened it up and he brought out a batch of tickets. They're all future dated for many, many, many days in advance. Over here, they're picking up this one. They're going to tow it away. Parked on a pedestrian crossing, although the pedestrian crossing isn't that useful anymore because the vendors took over this area, but that's how the city wants it, so there's nothing MMDA can do about that. This man here, I'm not sure if he's a Gigawad or a community leader, but I know he's had many meetings with the MMDA about problems in this area. They try to find solutions that work for them and the MMDA and the general public. but sometimes it's really challenging.